It really does get the views. It's very popular. All right, we are going to transition though to Horizon Zero Dawn. I've thought about it, oh, working on that and trying to get. I could get better. And learn stuff. Actually, learn openings. I've always wanted to learn to London. It seems like a very strong opening. But I always start with the King's Pawn. Alright, see you later, Ocean Man. Alright, so I'm going to take a moment and go brush my tail. Let me move my fat head back over. Move my fat head back over here. Where is it? Like right here? That's probably about right. Close enough. Alright, I'll be right back. Brush, brush, brush. Alright, I'm back. Let's go kill some robot dinosaurs, shall we? Robot dinosaurs, robot dinosaurs. Horizon Zero Dawn, part... I don't know, what part are we on? Horizon. Horizon. I wonder if I should set aside a day for chess streams. I don't know. Alright, so let's do some like story stuff. I feel like I want to progress. Being hot outside, it certainly is. Are those bandits or those are bandits? They're wandering off. Whoa! They're about to get messed up. They killed a whole bunch of geese right here. Look at this. It's like an army of geese. Alright, let's go loot the geese. Alright, we're just gonna leave. I don't really care about the bandits. Hard to see in this dust storm. Getting hot outside, so take off all your clothes. Alright, there's that corrupted zone right there. I mean, it is right there. Wanna go clear it out? I do like clearing out the corrupted zones. This is just another one where it's just like they can't get to me because I'm up here. Alright, they can climb that hill. I did not realize they could climb that hill. Of course, it only matters if they do climb the hill.
I think I'm in the clear.
See you later, Zalric. I really don't want to fight two of those things at once. Holy crap. Okay, shock. There's a resist fire that's in there. Let's see what I have. Let's see. Modifications. Do I have a resist fire? Let's get rid of this one. There we go. I feel like it's not fighting me because I'm on the edge of his territory. Well, I was hoping it would give it just... Okay. The arrow so fast. Alright. Another one dead. Took me 2 health bars to get it. I don't feel like I cheesed it too badly. Alright, let's continue on our journey. How many sticks do we use up? A lot of sticks. That's good. We got plenty.
Can't be too prepared.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran Summer Palace. A pledge your might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this, Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Alright, let's talk to this
She's
guy.
very pale.
Oh
Is
no.
she unwell?
Sick kid.
She's a fighter, but
Maybe
the
kid, I don't
fever
know.
on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His
We gotta help
soul
the
is
sick
in
kid, right?
shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
Fire or no, my family is starved.
Alright, let's go get this person.
Avad will have to answer for that eventually.
1 second. We're gonna go get this healer. Why can't I just give her some herbs? Got lots of good herbs here. Still the kill. You guys can have the loot though, I don't really care about it.
The
I
fate of
stole
any
the-
who tests the Karja.
Technically I killed it. There's that tall neck? Long neck? I can't remember. That really tall, tall neck. Wow, I'm level 34. Look at that. I probably have some skill points I could use. Is this where we just broke in and rescued or tried to rescue the guy and he died? It is by a lake. This place isn't that big. So dark. So dark in here.
Don't try.
Hang on, I see something I can look at. The Forbidden West.
We're hearing, right?
Looking for a healer. There you are. You look healerish.
Are you Galiv? The healer?
I had planned to spend the day gazing at the lands of my exile and feeling sorry for myself. But you're not from Sunfall, so this could be interesting.
I came from the tent city there. There's a sick girl. Her brother told me about you.
The answer is no.
What?
No,
answer is no.
I can't spare the medicine, nor my time to administer it. My resources are already spread thin. Thin as the soiled cloths I have to use for dressings.
You're kind of an ass, healer.
There's no cure for a conscience. But in this line of work, I've built up an immunity to it. And yet, if you feel so strongly about this one girl, perhaps we can make a deal.
I mean, I could shoot him in the head.
My charity for a Thunderjaw heart.
Do I already have one of those?
That's
Maybe I
not how
already-
charity works.
It is how deals work. You'd settle my debts for a while.
Those parts aren't exactly easy to
Awesome.
come
How you
by.
doing, Drake? Welcome.
As it
welcome.
happens, a Thunderjaw prowls the Valley of Omens, north and west of here. I know it well because they expect me to put its victims back together. Runaways, mostly.
If I do this, it's not for you.
Oh, I'm not expecting you to do it at all. But I'll be heading back to the Citadel later.
Alright. So we have to kill a specific one. Not just anyone. And we can't really kill him. He's a healer. We need him alive. If we could just if we could do it ourselves, we wouldn't need him. We could just do it. How do I get up there? I don't remember. Is this the way I came? I guess I did. How far is it? Man, if I could just climb up there, that'd be great.
While they feast in Meridian.
Alright, this way.
Help! Or I'm gonna die here! Help! Help! I'm under attack!
I have freed you from your complicated life. I mean, he was an enemy soldier. What was I supposed to do? To be fair, I was aiming at the thing behind him. I was going to kill him after. Yeah, these things are all, like, in the way. They're also not very alert.
Helpful.
Alright, let's do a quick save real quick. Oh, we chased off a fox by accident.
This has to be the place. The Thunderjaw shouldn't be hard to find. Just hope I see it before it sees me.
Oh, I spotted it. Oh, that was it. It's so big. I can't even see it targeted from here. Alright, so let's see. It's got the two ballista things. Oh, this is that first. Remember, I fought that one thing that I killed on the first try and definitely didn't die to like 6 or 7 times. It's one of those. It's got those disc launchers.
I'll tuck that away.
Oh wait, this does go. Oh, it's coming right for me. I don't see anywhere to hide. Okay, never mind. Okay, it goes in a little circle. Doesn't look like it comes here, though. Let it get away from me. Now what we're gonna do here is shoot it. And try to get the disc launcher off of it.
You're not gonna be the one to stop me.
Alright, we hit the right disc launcher. As it's facing us. It's facing away, we hit the left one, so it's gonna be on the right side when it turns this corner. Although it's kind of stupid. Where is it? Grab the disc launcher. Ow, got me. All right.
Might need that.
That wasn't too bad. Oh, it killed a fox. I didn't kill that. It killed a fox. It's a shame that that fox had to die. It's still moving. Also, I had 96 Thunderjaw hearts.
Got too much already.
Yeah, I didn't get a skin though. How do I leave here? There's also a flower right here to my left. Which we may as well grab while we're here. To my right. Around here somewhere. Around behind me? Is it above me? I think it's up there.
You're a question waiting for an answer.
Got another metal flower? I did so much better against that one than I did against the first one. How's it getting further away as I get closer to it? Let's go over there. Shortcut. Shortcut. Oh, that could have been deadly.
Going down fast.
I don't think that's probably a good way to go. Probably it's better to go around. I'm betting if I went that way, I'd get stuck at some point.
I'll find a use for you.
This way, though, maybe. I don't know. What's with these stacked rocks? Also, that's a place to rappel down. You think you'd find more just random rocks sitting around than I'm finding? I'm kind of low on rocks. Khalif, where are you?
I have your machine part. A deal's a deal. See to the girl, and it's yours.
On my oath. But tell me, if this girl survives, what do you suppose is her future?
It's better than not having a future at all.
What a charming notion. Come, come, let's be quick about this. Kindness doesn't keep well in the heat.
All right.
It's you. Hello again.
I've brought someone to see your sister.
How did you... What did we do to deserve... No. Wait. I don't even want to ask. In case a shadow passes over and it's gone.
Smart boy.
She'll have his full attention, won't she?
Once I'm freed of other distractions, yes.
Did I give him the part or not? Well, that took like 3 seconds.
Watch
Sunfall. Where are we going? Okay, we go inside Sunfall.
He's back on us. He's always been a righteous man.
Wait, don't these people hate me? Oh, I took down the network so they don't know it's me. I'm gonna end up in that arena. Fighting something.
The Sun Ring. The proud tradition of the Carja.
It's not like this in Meridian. At least, for now.
Give them time. I'm sure they'll listen to you. Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you talking about?
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
Circulate? What does that mean?
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
Okay.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow Carja are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
I'll just sneak in with these other mercenaries. They'll never see me coming.
By the
That
glory
is a
of
hat
the sun
and a half.
revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
Oh.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
For the Kestrels.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy.
This is
It makes
insane.
quite an impression.
Hardly.
They're going to see me.
You underestimate the ease of hiding in plain sight. The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
This is not subtle at all. Here we go. Down we go.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Why didn't he say something sooner? 'Cause I could have saved up there or something. I mean, should we go for it? I mean... screw it. Let's do it. I want to know what Project Zero Dawn is about.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from, How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure, as year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
Don't stand in front of it.
I underestimated you. So by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Alright, in we go.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Another instant. What we got? First instance. Staff on the front line. We need a human translated fluent Polish. And dermal sedatives calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Interesting. Apparently they have some people that speak Polish and we're not very happy. We need human translators, language bots are not sufficient. Okay, do not respond to mail.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
Okay, soundproofing. Most of the cadence stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by cadence waiting their turn to launch. Wait, is it VR? Is this all a simulation?
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory.
So what was your plan?
My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to
long enough to get the
sacrifice
codes,
themselves in battle.
and then we wake up and shut down the Pharaoh robots, and then wait for life to repopulate.
One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. 0 Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
It's the Grey Goose scenario. You guys have heard about that, right?
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it. Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Is accurate, yes. So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people, they feed off them? Not just people, all organic matter. Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel. In a word, yes. Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here? No, Doctor. Please, tell him Tom Pike wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already.
We're
It is
too
for
close to the
nothing?
tribal crypto
We will all
stars now.
die?
The
We're
data
going
points.
to be able to
What
answer
do they
some of these
contain?
questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Want to discuss?
Oof.
Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bubble serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place? You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccino?
There's so many, like, things. I don't know which way to go. Okay, there's that door.
Just go.
This is the door where they want us to go. Well, what's that side passage? Is that so we can, like, stealth here without killing those people?
You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Alright, speaking of limits, I need to go brush my tail. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, freshly brushed and ready to go. Alright, let us resume finding out about the people.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were
Am
you
I
thinking
swimming?
about, Doctor?
Nothing the General
Did I
said.
just start swimming
Not
right here?
really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Smart. She's a smart one. She figured it out. Alright, text counselor guidelines. Must be allowed to ask questions and be given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they received. Severe mental and emotional trauma. The essential stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. They ask for time, give them time. Stable mental state. That's what we're going for.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
Alright, so I'm putting it all together. So basically, unstoppable robot plague. They consume life to make themselves. And the timeline that they do it so fast that we knew we couldn't stop them. So we set a computer to generate the codes. And we waited in like hibernation with like plants and stuff. And then someone woke up to redo it. What happened? Like, so we're gonna get the code to shut down all the robots. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I threw a rock. Give me my rock back. Okay.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save?
Is that what we
The
did?
whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's
A
the
colony
first thing
ship
you'd
to
abandon
go
in
away
favor
and
of
then come back?
embryonics. For that kind of storage we're talking, a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
I'm wondering, I still wonder if we were all like part robot. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's go find out more.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news.
And it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist.
How do they eat the bacteria?
But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness.
Okay.
What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real. The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth.
He acts like he already knew all this.
For life.
But he didn't know.
But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo...
How did that happen?
The archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are.
Does that fix it? Why is it not fixing it? Okay, one second. Let me figure this out. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see here. Okay, what if I close this? I close that and then go here and redo that. Did that fix it? That fixed it. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. Alright, we're back. I must have hit a button that made it do that. Make your selection. Alright, participation. You cannot leave. Okay, since you now know that, you are not allowed to leave. You can participate. You'll be assigned a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. Way forward, you'll be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week, and your communication with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family, or two persons of your choosing, will be transferred to the Elysium Sealed Habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation, you'll be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible. But you will not be permitted to contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months to the feral place is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish to not opt in for medical euthanasia will be released. You'll be killed. Got it. Those are your options. You either help us, you're in jail for 18 months and then you die, or you get killed. More counselor guidelines. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they took embryos.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. The better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. Isn't it just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom? I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard, to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timo. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You'd grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized.
I was wondering about that. When they...
A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
Imagine being the last one.
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
See to make sure I behave this time?
Inaccessible.
Security. For your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead.
It's so much.
I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. He's kind of blue skying. It's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid
You
that's
can't
not
leave.
possible.
You're stuck.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
Stranded shackles. Is that it? I'm not seeing any more. I mean, it's possible there could be stuff like climbing and stuff, but, you know, whatever.
Stocking up.
I wonder if those are here for flavor, because I'm gonna have to fight Hades in here. And an army of robots.
Intruder! Get her!
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Let's see, inventory. What is it? Resources? Special items. How do I look at it? I mean, mysterious value owned to the most cursed mercenaries, shackles made from an unknown smooth material. I did not pick the best weapon for this kind of fight. I forgot about those guys, honestly. Oh, I could have just crawled up here and gotten real close to them and then hit them.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it?
Power's down.
A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe anyway.
Zero
the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history.
I don't know what to say about all this.
Echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural to be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Here we go. Another one of these.
A reference?
I need to find the right configuration.
I gotta sneeze. Alright, I sneezed. That's what we sneezed. They're a reference to something. Is it the Ark? I mean, this is probably the same thing. 6 tarnished metal ingots threaded with a plain wire. Up. Left. Down.
Done. I should check the door nearby. There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
I see another part for it. Is it not here? I thought we have to leave to do it. That's where we came from. a dead end, so it has to be this way, right? I'm expecting to see enemies in a second. Let's see. Okay, this looks like a storage room, for sure. Oh, there's a ladder. Can I get through here, please? Thank you.
Found one. Looks intact.
Can I just drop down? Install that.
That should do the trick.
But the auto says they installed it backwards. So it's opposite, right? So go down. Right. Right, up is good. Right, left. Oh wait, that was the wrong one. Left. And then down. Oh no, it's just that's upside down. All right, so this one is down, left, up, right. Okay, so I got these two backwards.
That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Somehow those guys are gonna be in there. Hey, we found another way that doesn't require us to do anything. Let me move this so I can move that body, just to make sure. Like right there.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
One, two, three. Those are both elites, so that's not gonna work as well for them. Or maybe it will. I want to silent strike him. Stabbed in the butt.
Grab this now.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. I thought that was it.
Search the shadow.
Get a move on and search!
That's the last of them.
Okay.
Repeat.
Or not.
Oh, there's more of them.
Battle is upon us!
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Alright.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Alert. Area inaccessible. Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
And they just opened up over here. Question is, should I try to climb or... Nobody came in and painted these yellow for me, so I don't know if I can climb that. Full steam ahead. Alright, what we got? When the pictures of Hephaestus Alpha, you need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are. The latest draft of your plan for the construction and stocking bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. Fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers. Alright, that's... Simulation results. Guys predicts for animal morphologies. You have the rough natural terrain. Her designs aren't just functional, they feel almost attributes in a word that comes to mind. And not just for the disappearing fauna of our time, but creatures from the fossil record too. There's a megafauna in some of her designs. Alright, so they made like dinosaurs and stuff. Hence where the robot dinosaurs came from.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
The guy, the criminal. He woke himself up late. To take over. Or, you know, he put his embryo in something to take over later.
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
Do you go up or do you go down? Okay, there's not anything down, so I guess we go up. Can I get it? I'd have to be over there to get it. Oops. Looks like I can't get it from here. Oh, this is the floor I couldn't reach before.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
I mean, here's the way I haven't been yet, so let's look in here. Enemies.
More Eclipse.
Careful now.
Oh wow, there's a bunch of them. Is he wielding a Deathbringer? I could grab that and just go to town on him. I'm definitely gonna have to go down there, right? There's no way I don't.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji.
Did they not hear that thing going off?
I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo. progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed.
So they made little leveling up. They made it part of the game.
But the seed for
it's
the
part of the story.
flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Encapsulated DNA. Anyway. I just can't get in there. Apollo update. Full benefit of procurement of a copy of Homer Archive. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries. Right, everything's going well. Great. Terrific. Wow. I shot that guy 5 arrows before he got caught out.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
What is gun? Can I go over there and get it? Not
That's
that way.
right. No one here.
Very subtle, just on this lit up platform in the middle of the room.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any.
That's the last of them.
was to delay that extinction by
in what should have been a
days
game
or
of
weeks,
wonders.
by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
I mean, that would suck to know that you had a hand in the extinction of all life on Earth. Imagine everyone you've ever lost, and anyone has ever lost, and imagine that you're responsible. You are responsible.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what the? What? Just plumb crazy, ain't it?
What?
Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. A spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do. Which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to
but
do
how does it know when it's good? How does it know when it's good?
Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like...
Let's read the noise complaints. Bashcore, he's got crazy music. People don't like it. Turn it down. Alright, people don't like his music.
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
I do need to brush my tail again, though. Alright, I'm gonna pause for go brush my tail. We are learning, though. We're learning. Alright, back. Heading back. Let's dig more into this mystery. Although it is getting late. Hades Protocol, what is it? About 3 blues, but I earned it. Finding to figure a Goldilocks solution, the guy is rather extremely rather. Before this, every project failed. It's either too hard or too soft. Too hard, it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel. Take control, but by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades has done his business. Too soft, and Gaia only pretends to really control, and the simulation Hades to take control of the terraforming system reverse operations. Only to have Gaia quietly re-reversing process and falsifying intelligence to hide its interferences. Sneaky. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from the command position so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair. Alright, so they're trying to figure out how to make sure that you know, they can get all of life dead and then make sure they can still have someone take back over. Apollo Archive. Your 666th submission in just 5 days. Despite earlier warnings, are inappropriate materials you choose to submit. 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Let me thank you on 2 guys for giving you a chance of rejecting your submission. Hereby consigning your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. Say future man for the ordeal of making not just one but all 16 installments of Making a Millipede. Oh, that must be a reference to Human Centipede. For Clever Con, definition of obscenity. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. Alright. So he's trying to sort of get like torture film and stuff saved.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Alright, let's go through this little...
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions.
Who's talking?
For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities
so we're not all robots.
Will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors, to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
There's just so much to unpack. I was not expecting this to be like an hour of reading messages and listening to stuff. I don't have to give to Farzanth and trade to get these chambers was worth it. Embryologist vaulted his past 50 years. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. Okay. I don't know that we're gonna make it through this. Alright, cradle sealed. This has to be sealed before the swarm advancing could detect it. Regards my speech with disputes over betas over the zygote selection. Of course, I'm saying we have limited overhead to run simulation of gene flow in our future humans. We can all agree there is margin for refinement in future cradle populations. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so they successfully managed to hide people. Obviously, I mean, we're alive.
Are these what I think they are?
Artificial wombs. Machines to spawn a...
Well, let's read this. The stimulation switching of persona, however, is proven to be greater software challenge than expected. The servitor running the mother persona intervened on a disciplinary in servitor's behavior. Parental argument. Deeply concerning.
Generation of human beings.
Can't carry more.
I'm full on loot. Right, this door doesn't open.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Okay, as much as I hate to end on a cliffhanger, I don't think we have time. I would rather stop right here before we get to the big reveal and everything. I'm assuming there's a big reveal. I've never played this before. I've never watched this before. I have no idea. We're going to take a little break right here. We'll be back with this tomorrow evening, okay? And hopefully we can get through this. There's a lot more than I was expecting. It's been very much, so I'm going to stop here. Thank you for joining me here. This is probably, what, like part 8 of the Horizon Zero Dawn. Editor, just input me saying the right thing. The right number. There's not an editor. Okay, anyway. Good night, everyone. I hope you have a great night and a great day tomorrow. But yeah, we'll be back with more Horizon Zero Dawn tomorrow. Of course, some chess puzzles as well. Maybe once we finish Horizon Zero Dawn, I'll look at doing more chess. People seem to like chess. Maybe I can start like doing it like a daily chess stream, or not daily, but like weekly. Do like one stream in the evening. It's just chess. So anyway, good night, good night, good night. Hope you all have a great night, great dreams, and take care. Okay, Fox out. Night night.